Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Genty. You know, Nathan and Lindsay are getting so deep into this, they're starting up their own channels. And they're going to, they just love freaking Black Label, man. We watched his video he did on that after he got the uh, written statements from the kids. They loved his video. And after I got the police report, and it was just so vivid on anything, I'm doing another public records request, and I wanted to get some advice of you guys, from you guys, in to make sure I'm not missing anything that you guys think I should do a public records request on this new one. Does everybody know what I've requested already? Yeah, I saw that. Gen T, you should have full access to me, right? Okay, cool. Basically, what I'm wanting, guys, is some advice on anything else that I should do a public records request for. After reading the police report, I currently have in here Oklahoma Public Records Request. Under Oklahoma Public Records Request Act, Title 51, Section 24A.8, I am requesting the following records made available to me. See, I've got a copy of the radar reading at the time of the traffic stop on 7/16/2018 involving my daughter Lindsay Grants. A copy of the calibration certification for the radar, and a copy of for the radar in SGT Sergeant MEADOW Sergeant Meadows patrol vehicle. And then a copy of Sergeant Meadows' certification on the radar equipment used in his patrol vehicle. Can anybody, does everybody else know what I've already done a public records request on? Because I can go through those real quick. I just want to get from you guys if there's anything else that you guys can think of that I might want to do a public records request on. Genty, you can go in anytime. Anytime you want. You, see, where is that? See, American, see. On the second FOIA request. Hey, Tony Silva. Thanks for subscribing, man. Man, we're trying to. I hope you guys got to see my interaction with the lieutenant yesterday. That was just a bunch of crap. So on my second FOIA request, see, I did the recordings between dispatch and Sergeant Aaron Meadows on 7/16/2018 between the times of 01:45 hours and 02:45 hours, and the David report that was generated when he ran my Oklahoma driver's license, when he ran my information. Oh, really? See, I'm requesting a copy of all traffic stops conducted by Sergeant Aaron Meadows where his canine... Here's the thing. He doesn't even list in his police reports the times that he uses his canine to run around the vehicles. So how is there going to be a freaking list of traffic stops if he doesn't even list that he used the canine in his police report? Yeah, I saw that video too. It was just awesome. I'm also requesting all arrests made by Sergeant Aaron Meadows and Sergeant Roger Burnett where the use of force was used, and a copy of the police reports for those arrests. Requesting a copy of any complaint filed on, and I found out that I can't even get this, but I can find out how many complaints have been filed against the officers. So that I'm going to request. Sergeant and Sergeant B-U-R-N-E-T-T. B-U-R-N-E-T-T. The only documents that I got was that police report, and it was so vague that literally it was 8 lines. 8.
Where's the police report? I have to show you this photo.
Lindsay, bring that police report in here. I want you to read it real quick.
Yeah. I was like, what?
6 points.
Okay, want me to read it?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay,
She's gonna read the complaint, guys.
No, this is a police
Or the
report.
police report.
Okay. On Monday, July 16th at about 1:51 hours, I conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle for speeding. I observed the vehicle to be traveling above the posted speed limit of 40 miles per hour. I estimated vehicle speed at 50. Then I activated my radar unit and confirmed that the vehicle's speed was 48 miles per hour in a marked 40 mile per hour zone. I continued to follow the vehicle and I continued to about 48 miles per hour through intersection on State Highway 152 and Mustang Road. I initiated the traffic stop, which is wrong because he initiated the traffic stop a lot further up, by activating my emergency lights, and the vehicle turned right into a parking lot of a business located on the 500 block of East South Highway 152. Came to a stop. I approached the vehicle on the driver's side contacted the driver and 2 passengers. After a brief investigation, the driver was arrested for possession of marijuana and excessive speed. A male passenger was arrested for possession of drug paraphernalia and obstruct officer, and a juvenile female subject was arrested for possession of marijuana and possession of drug paraphernalia.
That's the whole report right there. That's it.
We're leaving with Nathan.
Love you too.
See ya.
Bye, Corbin. That's it. That's all it says. Didn't get into detail about the use of force used against Nathan, how they slammed him up against the car. Didn't get into anything else. And I don't see how they can do that. it's not a complete and accurate description, depiction of what happened during the stop. I think the less they put in their reports, the less they can get in trouble for. And that's why they stopped both Nathan and Lindsay from recording. Completely stopped, grabbed both their phones. Nathan, they grabbed his when they yanked him out of the car. Grabbed his and threw it in the grass. And then Lindsay's, they grabbed hers when, after Nathan said, Lindsay, record this. I know, it's the worst report I've ever heard of. But they, when Nathan said, hey, Lindsay, record this, just after they bashed him up against the car, Lindsay went and picked up her phone and started recording, and the other police sergeant came in behind her and freaking snatched it out of her hands, shut it off, and threw it in the grass to stop her from recording. And that, all that was done prior to the search of the vehicle. All of that. So that's why I'm sort of asking your guys' help for. Hey. Okay, man. Yeah, at that time there was no probable cause to search. None. They dug into Nathan's pocket, and you can clearly see it in the video. They dug into his pocket. Okay, they were doing a Terry frisk on him, and then he dug into his pocket when he tapped something. Dug into his pocket, and then after he retrieved the pipe out of the pocket, then he placed him under arrest. That was the first illegal arrest. Oh, I'm going to. I'm definitely going to. So, does anybody have any suggestions of anything else I should be putting in a public records request for? Let's see, my first FOIA request. Correct. Violation of Fourth Amendment. Yeah, they stopped, or you clearly in the video hear one sergeant, once both of them told them that they're not going to give their ID, and then the other sergeant, Sergeant Burnett, comes over and is asking Nathan for his information again. Did you give your information to the other officer? No. Why? Because I don't have one. Did you give him your name? No. And he goes, because I don't have to give him my information. And then clearly he stated, oh, yes, you do. You have to give us your information. And that's wrong. At that point of the traffic stop, neither one of them had been arrested. There was no probable cause. There was no nothing. They were pulling them out of the vehicle so they could run their dog around the vehicle. Yeah, I already did that. Correct. And that's another thing. All of these are just tickets. So I'm not understanding. Yeah, okay. Hey, and listen to this, guys. Okay, the house, and we just found this out today. I found this out after I had ended my last recording. When I got back to the house, here's what we found out. The house that they were witnessed leaving, where the cops started following him from, that house was raided last night. So they had been watching that house for quite some time, and then last night they conducted the raid. So I am also going to do a FOIA request on that, because that's public information. So they'd been watching that house for quite some time. and they're using the excessive speed, which is incorrect. You got 3 witnesses in the car. I'm not sure what it was rated for. I'm sure it was rated for that and probably anything else they could find. See, I forgot what I was about to say. Shoot. Oh well. So anyway, I want to make this next FOIA request. My first FOIA request I did, I requested all dash cam videos on 7/16/2018 at 0135 from the traffic stop involving my daughter, Lindsay Grants, a copy of the warrant for the officer who reviewed my son's phone after his arrest. The officer went through the content on his phone after his arrest at the police department. So they searched his phone. They went through the contents of Nathan's phone at the police department while he was in the holding cells. Lindsay watched the police officers do it, and so did Lindsay's friend. And then I put, I am requesting any and all video and audio from the cameras in the holding area involving my daughter's arrest. Should be around 0230 hours to 0430 hours. You might get a report to that's a good idea. See. What's up, MD? And not only the officers, but the dog. Yeah, I already did. I did that in my, matter of fact, I think that was my second FOIA request. I'm requesting certifications on the dog, and not only the dog, but certifications on the handler also. Showing that he's certified, a certified canine police officer. That's one of the certifications that I'm requesting, and I'm being told now that all of that has to go in front of the city attorney prior to it being released to me. Oh, I plan on it. See. I'm also requesting all audio between the dispatcher and the officers involved in the traffic stop, involving my daughter Lindsay Grants on 7/16/2018 around 0135 hours. I'm requesting copies of all training certifications regarding the canine unit and the training certifications by the handler and the canine officer, Sergeant Aaron Meadows. So, all those do have to be available to me. I understand now that they have 10 days to complete my request. Anything regarding my daughter, they're going to redact from the report, though. Well, right now everything, because these are just tickets, everything's going to the city attorney. I've got a lot of people telling me too, a lot of my friends and stuff, that they're just tickets, just pay the tickets and be done with it. How do you guys feel about that? I feel it's completely wrong. That's what I think it is. All about covering their own asses. CYA, cover your ass. Because everything they did they only cited tickets. These were tickets. They could have been released from the scene. They didn't have to tow the vehicle. They could have let her go. She's 18. The driver of the vehicle was 18. She's a legal adult. They could have just gave her the tickets and let her drive home. But no, they had to impound her vehicle, and it cost her $452 to get her vehicle out of impound. Correct. Yeah, they did that. But like I said, there's, guys, literally nothing in this police report. The only thing they have in this police report is the excessive speed. That's it. That's it. And then the others were arrested. Correct. Paying the fines are an admission of guilt. We didn't find out why they were pulled over until today. Until I got the police report. Nobody knew. Yeah, I know they're hoping we just pay the tickets. We're not only not going to pay the tickets, I'm going to file a lawsuit. I think we have enough video evidence to show this was an unjust stop. And the cops are completely lying to, one, a minor child, saying that she has to identify herself when she wasn't the one being in, or even involved in the stop. She's just a passenger in the vehicle. And the charges that Lindsay got were because she was in the vehicle. Oh, I'm totally invested in this now. There ain't no way I'm just going to let it go. And we're going to be out freaking every night we can doing cop watch as a family. My kids are fired up about this, guys. I mean, they're watching all your guys' videos. They're watching all your channels. They're subscribing to you guys. They're getting their channels up and ready to go. Yeah, they arrested for tickets. All that was done was they were issued tickets. Nathan was put on hold or held for almost 48 hours because of the contempt charge, or not contempt, obstruct officer charge. But then the judge OR'd him when he got the or that Monday. So. I know. I know, absolutely. Correct. My kids are so psyched about this. My daughter, she was thinking about going to medical school, and now she's rethinking and possibly going to become an attorney. So, after all that she's gone through. Well, that's cool, Texas Rose. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Hey, Skyhawk. Yeah, I'm doing the FOIA. I'm finishing that FOIA request right now for the radar certification, and I want the certification for the showing the police officer was trained to use that. And from what I'm understanding by a friend of mine who's a police officer here in Oklahoma City, that they have to get recertified every 2 years. the police officers themselves. I will, as I guarantee I will, and we'll send a shout out to everybody as soon as Lindsay wants to upload a video, personal video for you guys to watch for her channel. So I've got the Oklahoma statutes, but City of Mustang refuses to give me a copy of the policies, the police policies. They won't give me the police policies, but I'll go ahead and request a. That's a good one. I'll request City of Mustang ordinances, copy of all City of Mustang ordinances. Because that should be, I wonder if that's posted on the City of Mustang's website. I will. I'll link my daughters and my sons. Cool. Thank you, Texas Rose. And just to let you guys know, we moved here from Texas. We lived in the Katy area for 9 years, and then I was offered a position up here for adjuster's position for home site, and we've been up here ever since. And now I'm not even working for home site. I'm working for a bunch of other companies as an independent adjuster. Yeah, I'm gonna link as soon as they have their channels up and running, guys. I am gonna link theirs to mine, and get so you guys can like and subscribe to theirs also. They're gonna start posting their cop watches with me. Well, I think everybody's seen our dog, and we got a cat too. Our dog is Bash. Basher, Lindsay calls him. And then we have a little gray cat. Her name is Smokey. And that cat will sit here and lay on my chest. If I'm not paying enough attention to that cat, it'll jump up here on my chest and just lay on my chest until I give her attention. So anybody else think of anything I need to add to my current FOIA request I'm getting ready to send? Right now I have under the Oklahoma Public Records Request Act, Title 51, Section 24A.8. I am requesting the following records made available to me: a copy of the radar reading at the time of the traffic stop on 7/16/2018 involving my daughter Lindsay Grants, a copy of the calibration certification of the radar in Sergeant Meadows' patrol vehicle, a copy of Sergeant Meadows' certification on the radar equipment used in his patrol vehicle. I would like to know if any, hold on, need a comma there, the number of complaints that have been filed against Sergeant Meadows and Sergeant Burnett. They won't give me any information on the actual complaint, but I can request the number of complaints filed on the officers. That part I can know about. And so far that's it for this one. And then I've already went through my other two. Yeah, they are. They're not going to like me because of the paperwork. And matter of fact, where's that paper? This is the part I like about it, like best about it. Let me find it. Duties, State of Oklahoma. Response access.
Are you on the phone still?
Yeah.
You're gonna be long.
No, not too much longer. So they can't charge me for the time it takes them to get the paperwork together. The Oklahoma Open Records Request Act prohibits the charging of a search fee when the release of documentation is in the public interest, including but not limited to the release of news media, scholars, authors, and taxpayers seeking to determine whether those entrusted with the affairs of the government are honestly and fairly incompetently performing their duties as public servants. So they can't actually charge me for the time it takes that one clerk to gather all that information. Hey, R. Boyd. So that's a good thing. So I'm gonna make her day not a good day. But she's a nice lady. I do have to say that. She was very helpful today. I didn't understand why my daughter's stuff was being redacted from me, her father, but if that's the law, that's the law. So, but anyway, any other do you know what that website is? Oh, where the heck? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let's see. The Unicode website. Website. I have to, Boyd. I have to take this to the next level. I'm going to take this all the way as far as I can. I did put a request in for their all of their traffic stops from January 1st of 2018 to present. You can post it here or you can email it to me. My email is grants, and that's GRANTZK21 Yeah, we want to go out tonight, yes. See, that's Tony Silva. That's what I thought too. But they're stating that no, I'm not. I cannot have that information regarding her, my daughter, because she's still a minor. Hey, Bill Norwood. Cool. Thanks for subscribing, brother. I am going to be meeting with an attorney tomorrow morning, just to let y'all know. And then I'll update you guys on what's going on with that. Anybody think of anything else I ought to do a public records request for? Yeah. It didn't make sense to me either. It didn't make sense at all. I don't know why they redacted her name from her own father. They said your attorney can actually get it. Well, how does he have more privileges than I do? Because he's a member of the bar? Let me look. Yeah, Texas Rose. Yeah, that's why I read my email out. If you want to email it to me, or you can post it here. Or do I need to look above that last post? How much they spend on toilet seats? How do I get mods? Oh, Skyhawk. Okay. Well, I got Municode website. Is that what it is? Just Municode website? Yeah, I know, huh? There's only one bar in Mustang, and please know that bar well. I've been cop watching for. I've been actually watching you guys since last year, and I didn't actually start until February or March. So I'm still pretty new at this, guys. And I hope you guys are liking my content that I'm putting out there. I don't edit anything. I haven't got that far into it yet. I need to take some classes from Black Label and figure out how he does all that stuff. That, or I'll send an email to News Now Houston, or even to Batosai, find out. Thanks, guys. I love my family. They love all of you guys. Oh my God, they've fallen in love with everybody. Even Lindsay, little friend that goes with us, she loves talking to you guys. We're gonna get her started on her own channel too. She wants to go with us every time we go out now. But you guys are all like family to me now. I literally feel like, I mean, I watch everybody's. That's not my email address, though. My email address is grantsk21@gmail.com. I just changed my page name. I don't know how to do all that. Can I get a email address with my screen name? Gen T, if you know how to do assign moderators or mods, if you want to do that, or Brian, if you want to do that, yeah, my whole family is going to be freedom fighters from this day forward. Oh, that's cool. GRANTZ K21@gmail. Yeah, I'm not going to let them intimidate me like they did. They scared the crap out of my daughter, guys. They really, really did. I mean, she was literally crying. If you hear in her video, you can hear her crying. She is so upset. And then she was just freaked out when they threw Nathan up against the car and then screamed at the top of their lungs. I mean, they had her so scared. And when that cop asked what her name was, I mean, she immediately said her name because, yeah, that's my email address. Correct. But yeah, she was so terrified. They thought she thought they were going to beat her like that too. Absolutely. To the 10th degree, they were assholes. There's none. Why would you threaten a kid like that? I don't care how old they are. I mean, kids are intimidated by police anyway. So, but anyway, guys, all right. I think I've got this ready. I'm going to go ahead and get this sent off. The office closes at 8, so I want to get it in and off to them. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for sitting here listening to my rant. I appreciate it. We'll talk to y'all guys, to all of you later. We'll see you real soon.